Discretion is advised.
If you're feeling like a pimp, niggas call pimp.
Awesome sauce. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Life Day. Life Day's a holiday. It's in a galaxy far, far away. I've seen the special. It's not, you don't have to watch it. It's not all that great, but it's still a Star Wars canon and shit. So welcome to Awesome Sauce Radio. I hope you're having an amazing, blessed Thursday night. We're going to start up by giving a shout out to Comic Crusaders, www.comiccrusaders.com. One of the greatest comic book websites for news and reviews on God's green earth. They got punk little people that look like Speedy Gonzalez, like the real Omega over there. Al, I love you. And I thank you for 4 years of allowing me to be a member of the Comic Crusaders that way now. Love you, brother. Wishing you and the rest of the P3 crew a happy holiday season. They got cool cats like the Nemesis, we'll be bringing on in a few minutes. He's awesome. You know, you gotta check all this stuff out. You got Bracy, you got Lance, you got a punk by the name of Lucas Tashina. Drunken chat every Friday night. But Comic Crusaders, check them out. I also want to give a huge shout out to DeMarco's Pizza in Hewitt, New Jersey. DeMarco's, they're an Italian restaurant and pizzeria. They've been in business for 40 years. Their food is an orgasmic flavor blend of cheese and sauce and oregano, and their slices are awesome. I'm going to be making a video of me eating a slice there soon. Just if you're in the West Milford / Hewitt, Northern New Jersey area, go to the Marco's Pizza. Tell them Bud Adam sent you. They got a whole food menu. Throughout the years, we're going to try a couple items on the menu, review them right here on the show. But the Marco's Pizza, they're awesome. Tell them Bud Adam sent you. They're on Union Valley Road. They're right next to a dispensary and a Dollar General at the post office and a liquor store. That's my parents' town, that's all they have is dispensaries, liquor stores, and pizzerias now. But the Marco's is the best. Don't try the rest. Try the best. The Marco's Pizza. Love those guys. Yeah. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Bird City Comics. Bird City Comics, they got exclusive variants like their new Lucky Devils #1 by Tris Starzner. They have Ratios, Hard to Find books. They just opened up a brick and mortar out in Phoenix. I forget the exact address of that. I need to talk to Anthony and Laura. But I always thank them for all the love and support. And birdcitycomics.com. Tell them why don't send you, if they're still in stock, get your Lucky Devils #1 today. Because I know it was like super limited. They also had a bunch of Mark Spears monster books that were exclusive that may or not be sold out. But Bird City Comics, they're awesome to the sauce. And yeah, Laura's kind of cool. And Anthony is the bomb. And for the record, Laura doesn't cheat at Una, but we'll bring her on the show to let her explain that. You know? Also want to give a huge shout out. Let's see this. Dave, who was my first sponsor before the Flash Dancers?
Exotica.
Oh, there we go. Duh. I'm having an old man brain fart. Of course. It is because I don't have the 2025 dates in my head yet. But my goal for 2025 is to go at least Chicago and Exotica Expo in New Jersey. But I may do all 4 shows. Because I know October is like 25th, 26th, and 27th, or 24th, 25th, and 26th of October. I know Chicago's April, but They got porn stars, seminars, BJs, HJs, photo ops, orgies, marijuanas, alcohols, titties, ass, ass and titties, titties, ass, ass and titties at ExoticaExpo.com. So ExoticaExpo.com, 2025, the Canada will be alive. Tell them Blind Adam sent you. Yeah. And speaking of titties, if you're in the New York City area, you need a lap dance, like you want to like let your family just go see the stupid tree in Rockefeller Center. Trust me, everyone who's coming in to see the tree, it's not worth it. It's just a Christmas tree. You'd be better off going to skate in the ice park. Rockefeller, it's a tourist trap. The Christmas tree, but that's another story.
Does the Christmas tree have asses?
It might. It's got some titties though. Or maybe there's a little Hanukkah bushes next to it. I don't know. I'm not an expert on holiday stuff. But you know where you go for the best lap dances and the coldest drinks and the best steaks in all of Midtown? You go to Flash Dancers on West 45th. Play the commercial, please.
Hello, darling. Welcome to your new favorite club. You are a hard worker, so you deserve a good place to replenish yourself. Our bartenders will take great care of you, while our sexy ladies help spice up your night. Bring your friends, or make new ones here. Flash dancers, come join the party.
Flash Dancers, they also have a website, flashdancers.com. And then, like I said, they're on West 40. They have a location on West 45th. They have another location in Chelsea. They're awesome. Best strip club in New York City. Testify. You get a lap dance. And just, don't bother with the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It's bullshit. But speaking of the holidays, and you need to spice up your love life, because BJs make the perfect Christmas gift. That's what I think. That's what I say. Who makes the best toys on the planet? Adam and Eve. So let's show them some love and show this commercial. Get their specials. The 3 gifts.
Yeah, you. Come here. Haven't you heard? We don't need to hide anymore. Now, we can shop privately for adult products at adamandeve.com. They've got massage oils, lingerie, and lots more we can't mention here. Use the offer code BITES256. They'll give you 50% off almost any one item, 3 free DVDs, free mystery gift, and free shipping. That's 50% off, free shipping, and more. Private shopping starts at adamandeve.com.
Yeah. So go to adamandeve.com today to get your dildos and your watachis and lingerie and cock rings, because any cock will do. Just ask Cal Jordan, man. I mean, he goes in brightest day, blackest night, no evil vagina shall escape his sight. And then he just makes all sorts of cool things with his emerald cock ring, because any ring will do. Yeah, man. Yeah. But if I got this memorized right, and before we bring in the coolest man in the chair on the planet, I want to give a shout out to Zap Comics, who just celebrated their 33rd year anniversary in 579 Delhi Road in Wayne, New Jersey. And this is back in a time when making commercials for comic book shops was kind of in its infancy. But this was a cool thing that DC did back in the day for comic shops. So let's play the Zap Comics ad.
DC Comics. Incredible action, astonishing adventure, the coolest heroes, the hottest heroines, and the most outrageous villains.
Too tough for TV.
In the universe.
These ain't your daddy's comic books, fanboy.
DC Comics.
Zap Comics, located in the mid-1990s.
Such a classic bit. Now, look, I don't do this alone. I do have an amazing tag team partner, man in the chair. He's a podcaster. He's a fellow comic crusader. He's an author. Space Monkey's coming soon. The one, the only,
studio and one more page. Profile.
Nemesis David Howard. What's up, brother?
What's going on, my man? What is going on?
Not much. You all ready for the holidays?
I'm getting there. I'm, things are starting to settle down. We took care of some family business last week and got all my shopping done. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm sliding in there. Hopefully, my wife's got one more day of school before she gets rid of the elementary school kids for 2 weeks. So she's happy. I'm happy. We're all happy.
Nice. Yeah, like I said in the pre-production, I gotta get one last little thing, and then I'm done with shopping. Because for some reason, the stupid store was sold out of the one gift card I actually needed.
I was laughing about the West Milford thing though, because it reminded me of that thing from Dave Chappelle. It's like you're going through the hood. How do you know you got taken to the hood? You're going through and you see liquor store, gun store, liquor store. Where the hell are you taking me? So it's like,
if someone told me 30 years ago that my town would be nothing but dispensaries, liquor stores, and basically pizzerias, I would have laughed.
Well,
there's 8 dispensaries in my town alone in New Jersey.
After you go to the dispensary and toke up, then you got to go to the liquor store and the pizzeria, afterwards. So.
Yeah, that's why as I was walking, because the Dollar General is the last store in that strip. So I went there to finish up my Christmas shopping, and then at the pizzeria, the Marcos always brings me back to fond memories of high school.
Cool.
So usually go there, grab a slice, and I was like, oh crap, and then I was like, shit, because it's the Dollar General, then it's the fucking this dispensary that's only been open for about 3 months now, but they're like the sweetest people I've ever met. Like other big box retailers can learn something from some of this dispensary and how to treat their customers.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the liquor store that's been there forever. I mean, I remember getting kicked out of this particular liquor store when I was like 15, 16 on several occasions.
It's funny you talk about liquor stores. The little town I grew up in, we had several liquor stores and stuff, but I was telling my kids about this. They thought I was lying. They had to look it up on the internet. But back in the day, it's like I remember I would go over to my friend's house and his mom would write us a note to go pick up cigarettes and liquor for her and bring it home. So
yeah, that's right. Because I met my great grandmother, God rest her soul, used to do the same thing.
Yeah. Please allow little Nim and his friends to pick up a fifth of Johnny Walker and a pack of Marlboros to bring them home. We're like 9 years old, man. So.
Oh yeah, I was like 10 years old. And then, it was just like this little handwritten note. Please let Adam buy a pack of Parliaments and a 6-pack of Bud.
Yeah.
So,
different time, man. Different time.
There's no way in hell that would fly today.
No. Well, I was laughing too because then my kids saw some other stuff that I hadn't talked about, but they're like, "You guys had candy cigarettes?" I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yep.
We used to I used to play sports. I played sports through high school and college, and we used to pretend like we were sniffing cocaine on the white lines, the chalk lines and stuff.
Oh, actually, I remember me and my friends. We used to we take Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Pour like those lines of Coke and get a straw and stick the Kool-Aid powder up our noses.
Yeah, man. Our generation really just did not give one F about anything.
We're pretty fucked up.
Yeah, we're feral kids for real. So
we to the younger generations, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have social media. We didn't get movies at the click of a button.
Yeah.
You know, we had to go out and do shit.
Yeah,
we got bored easily. Like our parents kicked us out of the house.
I was telling my daughter, I was waxing nostalgic about going everywhere on my bike, you know, and like disappearing for the whole day. And she's like, yeah, would you let me do that? I'm like, no effing way. I knew exactly what trouble I was getting into. I wouldn't let you go out. So.
I was thinking of that as I was listening to my mom talk to my nieces.
Yeah.
It's like, and they let, you know, they because my brother only lives a couple of blocks away from their school, so they do get to walk.
Uh-huh.
But they're, you know, he's basically following them in the car the entire way.
Shit. The closest I ever lived to school when I walked to school until I was able to drive was like 1.5 miles away. It was like, get your ass outside and walk to school. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just really different times. But you know, I'm basically ready for the holidays.
Oh yeah.
My mom already gave me my gift early.
Oh really? Cool.
I actually got a pair of the Meta glasses.
Oh, sweet.
She wanted me to get used to them and make sure that they worked.
Nice. Weren't you tested something with the Meta glasses before?
Yeah, I was. Some Club Labs, which was a medical testing lab in New York City. I did 3 rounds of testing the Meta glasses. They work amazing.
Sweet.
And now that I have a pair of my own and that I don't have to follow the lab's rules, I can actually take videos now and, you know, upload pictures to my Instagram right from the glasses, which I thought was cool.
That's sweet, man.
So, but basically, if I said, you know, hey, Meta, look, tell me what's on the screen, it would tell me what's on the computer screen right now.
Oh, that's sweet, man.
You know, like I said, just I really don't like, you know. And then I had to tell like all 5 of my devices to shut the fuck up before, because they were all getting crosswired and fighting with one another. So it's like Amazon Echo Dot, Siri, Meta, they're all trying to talk to one another. Meta, so I think according to Meta, that Meta says it can't have sex with Amazon because Amazon is not a real person.
I try to tell all the voices in my head to stop talking to each other, but they don't listen. So,
yeah, same here. You know, but they have the format of stuff. You know, we know what the voices in my head are telling me.
What's that?
That we should be dreaming of a white pussy.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
This is a classic Christmas song by John Balby. John Balby was a master at making these parody Christmas songs.
I've never heard this one. So
yeah.
All right, I got it queued up. Tell me when.
Let's play this, man.
All right.
Merry Christmas to Awesome Sauce Radio.
I'm dreaming of a white pussy, just like the ones I used to know, where those pubes glisten, and she's done pissing.
That's all I watched at Christmas is one white
drips
pussy.
dry on her toes.
Oh my God.
I'm dreaming of a wet snapper with every nipple that I bite. May your girlfriend's pussy stay tight.
Amen.
And may all your children be white.
That's fantastic.
Merry Christmas.
I was wondering if they was gonna like just do innuendos or something, but nope. He went right for it.
Oh yeah, John Balby. I'll never forget because I guess my younger brother, you know, he gives me that back when it was like when you had to make your own tapes
Mm-hmm.
on blank tape, when you had to like record something on a blank cassette.
Yep.
He hands me this blank cassette with John Balby songs on it, and I played it. We played it way too loud because we didn't know how to sneak stuff.
Yeah.
So my mother's like, "Give us that fucking tape! You guys are disgusting. Whoever gave you that, I want to know who gave you this tape because I'm gonna have them arrested for influencing minors." And we sneakily re-recorded it and gave her a copy of the tape so she could throw one of them out just to be satisfied. So this is the first piece of pornography I ever owned.
Wow. I'm gonna have to Google John Valby. I don't even know who that is.
He like Death's. There's another song. I'm gonna say Leroy, and I'm not gonna say the rest of it. Everyone Google it because I'm not getting kicked off of YouTube for his racist views. Jingle Balls. He's got a really, really filthy version of the 12 Days of Christmas.
Nah.
It's just amazing. It brings back really fun memories of like I said, of Christmas and growing up with my brother and the bullshit we used to get in trouble we got into. You know, it was good times.
Nice.
You know, and speaking of getting laid for the holidays, I was looking and seeing what type of holiday porn has been made over the years because I was trying to get inspired. And you know, I found this little gem from Wood Rocket Productions.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Hello, boys and girls of legal age.
Hi, Santa.
I know that you've all been very naughty this year.
We have all been naughty. Extra fucking naughty.
Well, isn't that fucking great? Santa has a gift for you. It is the gift of the 1984 Christmas porn classic, Spreading Joy.
And I'd like it to be so terrible, I can make fun of it and jack off to it.
It's gonna be a long night.
Every night with Porno Santa is a long night.
Hold on a second, darling. Let me straighten this mess out.
This is Santa. I think I left my beard and jacket and boots in the sleigh over.
Mom, Dad, I'm gonna hit the sack.
You know the sack holds your balls, son. It might hurt.
Goddamn slippery CBs.
Fun wagon here. Read you loud and clear.
Too much driving the fun wagon, not enough dialogue rehearsal.
Girls,
I ain't getting on no sleigh.
Dear Santa.
That's you.
Your mother and I have some beautiful presents for you to open in the morning.
You mean Santa has beautiful presents for me, right, Dad?
Yeah, Santa. Yeah, good guy.
And I am writing you in hopes of receiving the gift I want most.
Fallout 4 for Xbox.
Warms your heart, doesn't it?
This young man, you know, he can be a future leader of our world.
Or he could be Jeb Bush.
Is there something wrong, dear?
Nothing that can't be cured.
Just an inflamed penis. Oh, God, my penis.
Decorated in early cocaine motif.
It looks like the carpet really does match the drape.
Oh, good Lord.
And the headboard.
Don't park there. It's Crystal Lake. Jason just murdered the music.
So look who's talking.
Is my favorite Bruce Willis movie.
Is this the Family Ties porn parody?
Family Pies?
Santa is Fat Wolverine.
Uses his metal claws to cut himself another piece of chocolate cake. Merry fucking Christmas.
All right.
Yeah. Like I said, that show was so ridiculous. It made me laugh my ass off, and I had to share it with the audience.
Pretty cool. Although I still think the Axel Braun parodies are the best. So.
Hey man, nothing beats the Axel Braun parodies. I was actually watching a couple clips from the Superman one last night.
Oh God, I don't even want to know what they did with the Man of Steel.
No, he actually, without just swapped out a little bit of the dialogue. It was pretty much shot for shot of the first Christopher Reeves.
Wow.
You know, for example, there's a scene with Andy St. Diamond playing Lois Lane and Ryan Driller as Superman. And it's that first interview scene. And he just, for example, the only thing that's added is, you're wearing pink panties. When she asked him to demonstrate the actual movement.
Yeah.
Little touches like that.
I watched someone react to that movie for the first time the other day, and they were shocked by that scene. I was like, yeah, I guess it was a little risque, you know. So.
It's actually, I don't know, maybe it's because, like I said, it's like very tame now.
Yeah.
You know, but the helicopter scene still brings joy and bubbles to me.
I still think my favorite Superman scene on film still is the Superman Returns scene with the plane. So when the plane is crashing down into Shea Stadium. So
yeah, actually, my favorite Superman movie scene of all time is Superman 2.
Okay.
When you know, it's basically Zod. And Superman finally has his powers back, and he can step outside, and they basically start trashing fucking Metropolis.
Yeah.
Either that, or at the end, when Superman goes to get the cheeseburger from the diner at the end.
Yeah.
When he didn't have his powers, where the drunk guy kicked his ass.
Yeah.
And he just like returns. I thought this was a lot of character for Clark Kent.
Yeah.
But he just like beats the shit out of the guy who beat him up when he didn't have powers.
Yeah. He's like working out or whatever he says. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
God rest Christopher Reeve's soul. I mean,
yeah. Although I just have to say I'm an unapologetic Superman Returns fan. I know a lot of people hate that movie, but
I love the movie.
Yeah.
You know, I love the fact that, you know, they basically proved that little kid was Superman was the dad.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, just because the little kid just lifts the piano up in the air.
And that
no effort whatsoever.
was that before or after Jonathan Kent in the comics? I think that was before. Yeah.
It was before because at that point in the comics, this is like Action 844-ish. When Jeff Jones and Richard Donner did that co-writing thing.
Mm-hmm.
They brought Zod, Ern, and Ursa into the books properly.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in that little kid, Chris Kent.
Yeah.
That even predates the Chris Kent stuff a little bit.
Yeah, because that movie came out in 2005. So.
Yeah. And because it came out right after Infinite Crisis, when I think DC was doing anything, because that's when the Siegel and the Schuster eras were fighting for the rights back.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Like for Infinite Crisis, the reason they killed off Amazon, shut up. The reason they killed off Connor Kent in Infinite Crisis is because they lost the rights to Superboy for a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's the reason at the end of Infinite Crisis, Connor gets killed and Superboy Prime gets put in prison.
Mm-hmm. I remember. I just didn't know that's why they did it.
Yeah.
It makes more sense now, though.
You know,
that's great.
So before we get back to the format, what's new in the world of Nemesis with all your projects, bro?
Right now, I'm getting Space Monkeys #1 is getting inked. So we're working on that. I'm looking for artists. So shout out to anybody out there. I kind of looked at some portfolios. So people wanted me to contact with them, but I'm looking for an artist for a new book. I'm looking for somebody who could do an urban graffiti style for comics. So I'm still looking for the right fit. So if you're listening to this or watching this, shoot me a DM on @NemesisFC2 on Twitter or something. If you're interested with your stuff, and if I like it, I'll get in touch with you, or we'll set something up. So I'm doing that, and I'm just writing other stuff too. Books and short stories and reviews. I'm going to be doing a review this weekend of the new Buck Rogers stuff for Comic Crusaders. So I'll be reviewing that. Buck Rogers #1 and 2 coming out. And
nice. What do you think of that new Buck Rogers book?
I'm only about halfway through book 1 right now. I got to read it all through so I review it, but it looks good. I like it. I think they've modernized the story well. That was one of the things I was worried about because Buck Rogers is a classic. So when I watch it, originally my mind goes back to the most up-to-date version of Buck Rogers I can think of is the 1970s one with Gil Gerard, and Mr. Thermopolis and all that stuff. So I thought they updated it.
Gary Coleman.
Yeah, was it Twiggy or whatever his name was, the robot, and he wore Dr. Thermopolis or whatever around his neck, and yeah. So yeah, I always liked Buck Rogers. I like Flash Gordon. I was curious what they'd do with it. I almost wish they would bring Flash Gordon back too and update it, which would be cool. So I was digging it. So I'm looking forward to finishing it up and writing reviews for that. And yeah, I'm just trying to keep going with that and get everything going and dealing with the federal government on some other stuff, but I'm going to keep that to myself, but that's always fun. So, yep, that's my life right now.
I hear that. What is next on my hit list?
You have got Batman Noel.
All right, this is out of everything that I've watched at Holiday related this year. I'm showing the comic book cover, but if you go on YouTube, there is a motion comic done of this. This is done by Lee Bermejo, and it's basically what if Batman was Scrooge. And it's done extremely well. Like, Catwoman is the ghost of Christmas past. Superman is the ghost of Christmas present. The Joker is the ghost of Christmas future. Horace, keeping with Scrooge. The version of Tiny Tim has to fuck everything up. And have Scrooge have this Christmas spirit put with him. It's all Tiny Tim's fucking fault.
Who's Tiny Tim?
Tiny Tim pisses me off.
Oh.
It's a really well done Batman holiday story.
Who is Tiny Tim in the story? I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Yeah, basically it was, I think they just call him Tim Cratchit.
Oh. I thought they were going to do like Tim Drake or
no,
one of the Robins. So.
No, basically it's the son of one of the Joker's chief goons. That Batman beats the shit out of his dad right in front of him.
That's weird. Okay.
Well, really, they make Batman as Scrooge super, super, super grouchy.
Wow.
But really, really well done. Like I said, there is a motion comic for this on YouTube. And I highly, highly recommend it.
Cool.
So what is next on my hit list?
Next, we are going to be talking about something that came out today and has, as usual, divided the community, but I think most people will.
I'm going to be honest, it hasn't divided the community the way I thought it was going to.
No, I think most people gave it, a thumbs up in some regards, but of course, I'm talking about your next up is for you is the official teaser trailer of the new Superman movie from James
Alright, so
Gunn.
we're gonna play it first, and then Dave and I will get Dave's thoughts on it. We'll get my thoughts. Show some comic books that I think that you should be picking out of dollar bins to invest in when the movie drops. But let's play this, man.
All right, here we go. Let me add it to stage, and let's play this bad boy.
Yep.
Crypto. Home. Take me home.
Superman. Superman.
Nice.
Alright. I think James Gunn, between this and Creature Commandos, is off to a great start.
I agree. I absolutely agree. And I will say that the most recent episode of Creature Commandos, I think, ties right into the end of this trailer. So,
Really, I'm going to be watching Creature Commandos when I'm done with this. I am only up to episode 3. And my favorite character up to date is still G.I. Robot.
well, I will say, yeah, maybe that's something we talk about when we return.
Definitely. But for this, to anyone who complain about crypto, just please shut the fuck up.
I agree. Crypto is pretty
Crypto
cool.
has always been a part of the Superman mythos, and the fact that he was included very prominently both in that final episode of Superman and Lois, as well as this, and he was in the animated Dwayne Johnson movie with Super Pets.
Mm.
To everyone who's complaining about Man of Steel is so dark, it's Superman should be dark, and then you give him something like this, which has a mix of modern and Silver Age stuff in it.
I will also say that crypto, for all of you who are like, crypto should be the big dog version of crypto, which there has been. There's been like a pit bull version of crypto or a Labrador, retriever type or a German Shepherd type version of crypto. Those were later incarnations, man. I've got if I could, I'm not going to go look through all my stuff, but I've got some 1970s Superman books when I was a kid. And crypto back then was a little dog. So, he was not a big dog. So,
yeah. Do you have a favorite part of the trailer so far?
My favorite part?
Yeah.
my favorite part, hands down, is when he zooms in and shields the girl with her body and pushes her head down and takes a blunt of the explosion for himself. I mean, dude, that gave me shivers because of all of the Supermans that I've seen on the big screen since, I mean, even Superman Returns, which I love that movie, didn't have something like that. It felt like the most Superman I have seen since Christopher Reeve Superman. You know, it was just, it's the perfect thing. It's like Superman zooming in and shielding the girl. I have to say, my second favorite part was just the whole tone of the movie, man. And I don't care what anybody says. I like my trunks on the outside. So
yeah, it's the most comic book accurate costume we've gotten in forever too.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, it looks like, I've heard a lot of reactors who I respect and people that I watch that I respect hate the suit, man. And I'm like, dude, especially if he's early in his career, which he's supposed to be, his first suit was sewn by his mom out of Kryptonian materials. It's like that shit's not going to be form fitting.
Costume was actually in the comics.
Yeah.
Most of the early show, especially I think they did this on Cloak, the Adventures of Superman from the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Actually specifies that his first costume was made out of his baby blanket.
Right. And Martha Kent sewed it for him, you know, which if you want to get into continuity, is like, how is she sewing through Kryptonian materials? But we won't get into that. But yeah, so it's like she's just a lady making a costume for Clark, you know. So it's like, I think it's perfect. I love it. I love the look of it. I love the trunks on the outside. I just dig the whole feeling and vibe. And then the last thing I'll say for me is that you know, some people and you know, if you don't agree with me, I definitely respect your opinion. But I will say that I like goofy Clark Kent. You know, he's supposed to be and act like a dork. You know, and Jonathan Cornsweet pulls that off great. Plus, I love the fact that Jonathan Cornsweet, like Christopher Reeve, is actually the height of Superman. Henry Cavill's short, man. He's like my height. Meanwhile, Jonathan Cornsweet is 6'4". That's how tall Superman's supposed to be, you know?
Oh yeah, you know, this I love Brandon Routh. I met him a bunch of times over the years at cons. Always very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Superman Returns is awesome and it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first time that, you know, brings me back to the Christopher Reeve Superman movies with the vibe.
Yeah, and then the other thing I'll say is people were complaining about Guy Gardner's hair, man. I was like, have you seen Guy Gardner in the comics? The dude is a doofus, man. It's like,
you know, but like I said, I'm looking forward to it. That's July 11th.
Yeah.
And 2025, I think it's going to be. I think DC's going to finally get on track with other media.
I hope so. Yeah, best thing to happen to Guy Gardner is when he went bald. So.
And I also like the fact that one time that Batman just straight up punched him in the face.
Yeah. What did you think of the supporting characters we saw? I mean, we saw just a tiny sliver of Metamorpho, but you saw Mr. Terrific. You saw Hot Girl. You saw.
Like I said, I'm excited. I think they're just gonna have like these little cameos setting up the universe.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. I've seen a lot of people complaining. It's like, oh, it's got too many characters. It's like, I want it to look like they live in a world. As long as the whole story is about Superman, but they live in a universe where there's other superheroes, I'm down with that. So.
Oh yeah, and I think the Guy Gardner piece is going to connect to the that Green Lantern show that's going to be on Max.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to lay seeds for everything.
So I got a question for you. You think they'll bring Pattinson in as the Batman for this universe, or they'll recast?
I don't think so. I think you're gonna get another. I wish they would, But I actually think they're gonna have a separate Batman for this, and they're gonna let Patterson do it, and that whole thing do its own thing.
I think the other problem you'd have with Pattinson is that dude is not tall either. And if you put like a 5 foot,
He's like an honorary midget and shit.
yeah, if you put a tiny Batman next to a life size Superman, it's not going to look good, man.
No, it's not. I want to point out a few comics.
Yep.
3 important comics in Superman history that are cheap as fuck. And I doubt they're going to get to this in the first movie, but maybe if this does go to a sequel, this stuff will happen. And the first one is Superman number 50.
And here we go. Got it up.
This is where Superman gets on one knee and pops the question to Lois Lane. You can find these in every dollar box in America. $5 at the max. It's just such a big piece of comic book history now, and Superman and Lois as a couple, as a married couple with kids, is now very, very, prominent in every form of media now.
You think they would go straight to Superman and Lois getting engaged in this movie, though?
Maybe not, because especially if they're going to do his early career.
Yeah. I think it looks like they're a couple, so.
And then, of course, if you go to the next piece, which is the Superman the Wedding album. Now, there's another piece of comic book history in here besides just the wedding of Lois and Clark.
Mm-hmm.
This is the final time that Kurt Swan draws Superman.
Wow.
And I also like the fact that Bruce Wayne pays for the wedding.
That is such a Bruce Wayne thing to do, by the way.
Yeah, he pays for the wedding. He made sure that Clark and Lois can enjoy their honeymoon. That everything is set up so Clark doesn't worry about having to protect the planet. Once again, on the secondary comic book market, I don't know why this. I think it goes between $10 max, but you can find this in most dollar boxes. Just like a comic from the mid-90s. And then, of course, if you go to my last piece of Superman history, you got the engagement, you got the wedding, and of course, Superman and Lois are freaks speaking to sheets, man. They suck, they fuck. I don't know how a Kryptonian who's supposed to be invulnerable and an Earth woman make love without Superman killing her.
Are we going to have this discussion? Really? We're going to have the one about how does Lois give birth to a half Kryptonian baby without getting her uterus?
Kevin Smith explained it to me best, but that's besides the point. According to Mallrats, it's kryptonite condoms.
Yeah. Well, that would explain her not getting pregnant. I want to know how she brought the kids to term with super strong babies inside of her without them like kicking right through her stomach. There's a horror movie for Christmas.
There must be like another version of kryptonite that they used somewhere.
My explanation is the yellow sun never got into her womb, so she had to make sure she used sunscreen the whole time to keep the yellow sun rays from going in there and powering up the kids. So
yeah, but this is the most. This is Superman Convergence #2, and this is the first appearance of Jonathan Kent, the son of Superman and Lois. And a cool piece of comic book trivia: the Flashpoint Thomas Wayne delivers the baby.
So I'm going to ask a question, and if you don't want to get into it, I completely understand. But what do you think about what DC did with Jonathan Kent in the last couple of years?
I honestly, can take it or leave it.
Okay.
To all my friends who are in the LBG letter community, LBGQ123, VW, whatever the fuck. Because they're always adding things to it. Yes, I said it. No disrespect. I have 4 really, really, really good gay friends. One of my ex-personal assistants, God rest her soul, was a married lesbian. And one of my best friends in the world is trans. So I can make this joke a little bit. Hopefully they don't beat my ass. But I don't have a problem with it. It was a new version of Superman for a younger generation. And I didn't have a problem with him being bi or gay or questioning his sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
It's very much taken from what's going on in youth today.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel it's a little forced? Hell yeah. But the way that they've been handling it, let that stick. I think it's good that people who are struggling with those type of issues can go to a comic. The same thing I can to this day still go to a Daredevil comic book. All right, there's a blind person there. Cool. I see myself.
I think the thing that got me, the only thing that really, it felt forced to me. I get that, but it is what it is. The thing that got me was that it seemed like definitely out of place for Superman's son and Superman himself to allow Jonathan to become an activist and like march and stuff. That's just not what Superman is about. He like stays above the fray on most of that stuff and stuff. So,
yeah, no, I agree with that.
So.
And then again, you look at who was writing Superman at the time when they decided to age him up anyways.
Yeah,
that was the whole Brian Michael Bendis thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for a while, my only complaint is that it took away from one of the best series that DC had going at the time, which was
Super Sons.
Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
But this didn't feel as forced as them making Tim Drake bisexual all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have Tim Drake a history of girlfriends and all that, and
to be honest with you, if you're gonna make one of the Robins bisexual or gay, you should do it to Jason Todd if they can be overcompensating. So because of his whole persona as Red Hood and how he is all buffed out now and uber macho with the guns and everything, and you come to find out that he's overcompensating for what he perceives as a weakness or something. That'd be an interesting storyline.
Yeah, that to be honest, now that you bring it up, that probably would have made more sense than Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could have gave that to just because he was a new character, even though they called him the Single and didn't make him a Robin. They could have given that to Duke Thomas.
Yeah.
Or eventually what they did with Bluebird.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with gay characters in comics. And if anyone has a problem with that, don't watch my podcast. Go fuck yourselves. I don't want you watching the show anyways.
Yeah, I think Jason Todd would have been interesting because you could have introduced a whole bunch of stuff. He grew up on the streets, so he was repressed it, or pushed it down, and the whole bunch of stuff.
Down, or it actually, he was curious, but after he came back from the Lazarus Pit, that's when it really manifested in him.
Yeah, and then he didn't act on it forever or let it out because he thought it was the Lazarus Pit messing with it. You could do a bunch of stuff, man.
Oh yeah, and make it really interesting and tie it in, But I like what they've done to a certain degree, especially at the end of Absolute, where there's just a comic with him and Dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think the book is written by Nicole Names, of all people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
the actress that portrayed Dreamer in the Supergirl show.
I know we got lots of stuff to get to, but the last thing I'll say about the Jonathan Kidd thing is also I think the aging him up and doing it was a mistake. If you had kept him young with the Super Sons and Jonathan becomes aware that he's gay, and then you have it be a source of friction between him and Damian, I think that's some great storytelling right there.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. You know, my only problem with the character was they aged him up and took away all the cool parts of the character.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, these are fictional characters. They're meant to be entertainment, and I try not to get too bent out of shape when they do shit like this.
Sure.
What is next on my? Before we get to the next thing on the hit list, I just want to congratulate a good friend of the show, good friend of mine, Blake Blossom, on her new scene over at Black. She did her first threesome, and Blake, I hope to see you in a couple weeks at the AVNs, and I wish you well on the award season. Blake Blossom is the up and rising Jenna Jameson of this generation, as we recognize and testify the blonde hair, triple 44D amazement that is Blake Blossom. Happy holidays. Love you, girl.
Awesome. Next, you have Man of Steel #4.
All right. And the reason that this is on the list is this is the first appearance of the modern interpretation of Lex Luthor, when he was changed from a wacky mad scientist into the corporate billionaire criminal we know and love today. This is also where they introduced the concept of LexCorp, or if you just watch the trailer, Luthor Corp, into the comics.
Still LexCorp in my heart, but
Same here, but now once again, this is like a $1 to $5 book max, and I don't know why. But I mean, if we get a bunch of new Superman fans from the new movie, I mean, I think this miniseries as a whole, the 6-issue mini, which underrated, undervalued for way too long, probably in the top 3 works of John Byrne. Even though John Byrne is a great artist, but a prick of a human being.
although I will say, only thing I critique I have of this is I prefer my Luthor bald and not with the red hair, but
yeah, but he loses the red hair eventually.
Yeah.
So,
true, very true.
Like I said, but I mean, we have to thank 1980s America for giving us the Lex we know and love. Now I can't think of him as anything but a corporate business criminal.
Yeah,
Hey, Colin, he was president in the comic books, for crying out loud, man.
he was president. He's brilliant. I mean, Lex Luthor, honestly, is, people like talking about Batman, but Lex Luthor is the Tony Stark of the DC universe. So,
Oh yeah. There is a mini series where he beat. It was written by Brian Azzarello. It's called Lex Luthor, Man of Steel,
mhm.
and he just basically shows how he beats Superman with brains. I recommend seek that out. It's such a great read. What is next on the hit list?
Next, you have The Bat Who Laughs, #1, with Harley on the front.
Yeah, this is Amazon Stop. This is, basically a mix of Harley Quinn, Slave Leia, just a cool book, and I think that whole Batman Who Laughs universe hopefully one day someone will do something cool with it.
You got a comment here from Jason. You said, "Yo, what's up, Adam? It's Jason. How have you been doing? I'm planning to go to New Jersey Exotica next year."
First off, Jason, happy holidays. Second, it's my home show, so I will be there in some shape or form. And hopefully you're doing well with the new place, and you will. And happy holidays. Maybe we'll bump into each other next year. But the other thing I'm excited for, this I did not realize this premieres next January 15th. Harley Quinn season 5.
All right. We had Spider-Man 112. You want to skip over that and go to Harley? Or are you good?
Wait. No, but oops, hang on.
All right.
I just forgot where I had it in my head. But yeah, let's just show one of my favorite Santa Claus covers of all time in comic books.
Roger that. There it is.
This
Bam.
back with Spider-Man 112. And I just love this image of Santa Claus.
The all-new, all-daring Peter Parker, the spectacular Spider-Man.
Yep.
Tune in to Marvel Comics this week for the all-new, all-daring Peter Parker, the spectacular Spider-Man. Brought to you by Awesome Sauce Radio and Blind Adam. Get it today or you suck.
Yeah. Yeah. You suck. Just the image with him wearing the sunglasses and the gun. You know, like I said, it shows I grew up in the mid-'80s.
All right. Now I got Harley Quinn queued up for you, sir.
Yeah, let's Harley Quinn, Kelly Coco, Blake. I think Blake Bell is Poison Ivy, and the MVP is Bane and Goldilocks.
I haven't watched Harley Quinn since season 2, so this will be interesting for me.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
What should we do for dinner?
Pie? Gotham's really gone to shit. Maybe Metropolis is just what we need. A fresh start. We gotta go! And leave Gotham? Okay, it's not okay, but it's right. Okay, this is one of those fancy-ass, rich-ass, stick-up-your-ass type places.
Say hello to Harley in Dutch.
Hello!
That's the definition of class.
We win!
Lena Luthor made me an offer to run the Metropolis Green Initiative. They get what I'm trying to do. Whoa!
Don't fucking eat me!
Do you have a tranquilizer gun for that one?
I'll be back to pick him up later.
Yeah, I can't promise they'll be alive.
Harley, violence is not the answer.
I shall forever rage against imperfection. This would be quite the challenge.
There's something bigger going on in Metropolis. Something catastrophic.
Kill the piss-smelling humans.
Oh! No! Shit! That hurt! You guys just do that normally? We got this! We're Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, the bestest, most titillatingest, most excitingest couple ever!
I will not be taken down by artificial intelligence!
I will handle that. You just saved Metropolis.
Oh my god, I feel like you got the easy part!
Lois called Superman.
What? You don't trust Harley?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure her gymnastic skills and her short shorts will save us all. Come on!
Run this.
Red X in the trailer, man. I wasn't expecting to see that.
No, never was I. And Red X, which was a creation of Teen Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I just, out of all the stuff that DC's done up to the James Gunn universe, Harley Quinn has been my favorite piece of the entire thing.
Yeah, Red X was Dick trying to get in with Deathstroke.
Yeah.
So,
and then they brought it into the comics and future state for
Yep.
Teen Titans. And so I mean, it's interesting to see what they do in this universe. Of course, like I said, my favorite thing is Bane.
Yeah.
And they actually tied in with the events of Kite Man, the Kite Man animated series into this, where Bane actually adopted Goldilocks from the Book of Fables.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun times.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out for a while, but I may check it out again. So
Yeah, like I said, it really is a funny show. What is next on my hit list?
How to Donkey Punch.
Yep. We're going to let the video play because we're going to learn how to give a donkey punch.
All right, here we go.
Yep. Donkey punch.
Since 1950.
Donkey punch. Face down, ass up. That's how you start with donkey punch.
Take Cola proudly presents How to Get Your Girlfriend to Have Anal Sex with You.
Oh,
Hello,
jeez.
boys and girls. I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. This is Billy.
Hey,
Why so
Billy.
glum, Billy? I bet I know what the problem is. Would you like to have anal sex, Billy? With a girl? But your girlfriend just won't let you, huh, Billy? Don't be sad, Billy. You can have anal sex with your girlfriend, and I'm here to show you how. Calm down, Billy. Save it for the hot anal love which awaits. Now, step 1 is called the direct approach. Billy, you march right up to your girlfriend and tell her you want to ram your penis in her butthole.
Billy's gonna get smacked the hell out.
Get ready, Billy. Knock, knock, knock.
Oh, I forget the words.
Not to worry, Billy. There's always step 2, the whoops approach. This is done during the act of lovemaking. During a wild romp in the hay, simply slip and say, whoops. Most women discover their love for anal sex from this approach. Give it a try, Billy.
To every all the men in the air, and men who's watching this, I say don't try this approach.
Whoops. That's right, Billy.
Yep.
Aw,
Yep.
poor Billy. Not to worry, Billy. You'll hit that Hershey highway, I guarantee it. This next step is a surefire way of getting to that crusty love hole. Are you ready, Billy? Right. First step is to wash your hands. Good. Scrub them super clean. Count to 30 while you scrub. This is the best way to make sure that they are clean.
I guess we're getting to get lessons of hygiene on this too.
Now, brush your teeth. Up and down, Billy. It's the only way to get in between teeth. You should brush your teeth for 1 minute. You
Where are
can
we
have fun
going?
Brush your teeth by keeping time with your father's pocket watch.
While we're young, Billy, let's go.
Now you're ready for anal sex. Find your girlfriend, Judy. Now walk to her, Billy. Now, knock her out with a brick.
Oh, Jesus.
That's it, Billy boy. She's not laughing now. Well, Billy, what did you think of your first anal sex experience? Don't worry, Billy. It gets better in the end. Oh. Now, anal sex is better than regular sex for 3 simple reasons. It's warm, it's tight, and it's more degrading to women. So go on, Billy. You can live a happy and healthy life because you know how to get what you want. See you real soon, Billy.
Later on, Billy was in prison.
And he was the
Yeah, somebody.
catcher, not the pitcher. Not
Yeah, somebody used a brick on Billy. So,
Yep. A brick, and then a bat, and then some like nunchucks.
yeah. Oh no. All right. Go ahead.
But you want to see one of the greatest pieces of Flash animation in history, Booch?
All right, let's do it.
This is Mr. T.
How Tupac was murdered?
Yep.
Here we go.
Harry, you stupid son of a bitch! You shot the dog again!
Shut up, you scrotum-licking bitch, and give me another cold Budweiser from the fridge. Holy cow, everybody! I blew his fucking brains out.
Hey, Morpheus! Hey, Morpheus, you crazy fool! You see my bag of Cheetos?
Do you really think those Cheetos, or this table, or the air you breathe is real? Mr. T, I have such sights to show you. You take the red pill.
I ain't taking no pill from your crazy psychedelic killing ass! Fool, look like you're in the Trisco Mafia or something! Fucking get a job!
I'm getting down! I'm getting down! Hey, look at me, Mr. T! I'm getting down!
Hey, Terminator, you big stiff steroid using motherfucker! You seen my bag of Cheetos anywhere?
No, I haven't seen your Cheetos. Have you seen Maria?
Yeah, I seen her. Seen her pasty ass in the bathroom getting fucked up the ass by Stone Phillips.
No, I specifically told Maria not to fuck Stone unless I was with her. Maria! Maria!
Oh, Jesus.
This stuff is bunk. When I was president, the Coke was uncut, white Peruvian flake. In Nicaragua, Noriega was the dealer, and Ollie was the middleman. Boy, was I getting fucked up in the 80s.
Indeed, I do agree with you, Mr. Reagan. As a matter of fact, it takes 3 times as much coke as it used to chase these little interns around. I'm up to like an 8-ball every 2 days.
Hey, you old-time corrupt coke-smoking motherfuckers! You see my bag of Cheetos?
Well, that all depends on your definition of scene, Mr. T.
Well, actually, Tupac just left with Suge Knight not 5 minutes ago. We were drinking 40s and smoking blunts, and he had your Cheetos, and he said that he took them from your little bitch ass.
He also said you're lucky he didn't take your fake-ass gold chains.
Well, you're not going to let him get away with that, are you? I wouldn't let no motherfucker punk me out like that.
If I were you, Mr. T, I'd pull a CIA and JFK his ass.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find that Tupac and I'll show him a little rapping. Wrap my arm around that little toothpick neck and break it like a toothpick.
Well, aren't politics great?
We want.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, have you seen Nancy?
Yes, I did see her. By the bathroom with Hillary talking to Stone Phillips.
Welcome to MTV News. I'm your host, Kurt Loudblower. The director of the controversial Jesus movie, Mel Gibsonoli, has done it again with the release of his sensational new film, The Passion of Tupac. MTV has an exclusive sneak peek at this shocking and brutal new film.
Yo, Tupac, you want to hit this joint while we sitting at the light?
No, I'm exhausted after that party. I'd rather just go back to the hotel room and take a bubble bath and read a book.
Who the fuck is that?
Hey, Tupac, roll your window down. Tupac, roll your window down. You ate my Cheetos at the party, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You ate my Cheetos, didn't you?
I did.
Don't act. No, look at your fingers.
Stop.
They're orange. They're orange, Tupac. You ate my Cheetos, didn't you? What? You don't talk to me. I've been in a fool eating my Cheetos, motherfucker. Hand him the gun. Take that, motherfucker.
Suge Knight running out in
In
his
other
boxers.
Tupac-related news, Murder Death Kill Records released a new Tupac CD entitled "I'm Still Dead." This is the 45th album released by Tupac since he was tragically gunned down for eating Mr. T's Cheetos. In Chicago Saturday night, former President Ronald Reagan performed for a sold-out crowd with his new punk band, the Gippers. Here's footage of the band performing their new song, "Say Yes to Drugs, Not No."
Oh my God.
Means you can't tell me not to do drugs. Means you can't tell me not to do drugs. Saddam, Gaddafi, they all are thugs, but we sold them all their guns. Where am I? Why am I naked? Who are these people? Nancy, help me! I'm scared. Oh my! Gorby, are you out there?
After the concert, Ronald Reagan claimed Alzheimer's was not the cause for his erratic behavior. He said it was most likely the angel dust, mixed with the heroin. And finally, Paris Hilton was recently spotted at a trendy Hollywood restaurant actually eating food. We caught up with Paris at the Grammys and asked her if she actually really ate.
Oh, yeah. I ate a whole peanut, and I was absolutely stuffed.
And that concludes MTV News.
It's fucking great.
Oh,
that was made in
man.
2000 when Flash animation on the internet was young on Newgrounds.
Yeah.
And it still brings a smile to my face. And I just love how it really shows how politics works at the end there.
Mm.
Bill, aren't politics great? And Bill Clinton pulls out the bag of Cheetos.
Let's see what else we got here. Just to give you an update, we're at 6:17, and next up you've got Marvel Rival. So
Yep.
you tell me when you want me to bring it
I'm
up.
gonna save Marvel Rivals to after the holidays.
All right.
But I'm not gonna show the clip. But if you're a fan of Marvel games like Fortnite, and you love Marvel characters, this is the game for you. They use a lot of obscure characters like Jeff the Land Shark. They're using characters like Magic and Psylocke. What I love about this is with their skins, which are like all sorts of different costumes, they'll give you a little thing saying, this skin first appeared in this particular comic. So it's a really fun game. I suggest everyone check it out.
Yeah, I've been thinking about checking it out myself. So
now that I have the meta glasses, because I'm gonna hooked up the Silent Volunteers to see if I can find someone to help me play a video game.
Cool.
I think we're getting towards the end where I should be doing my news story, correct?
Yes, sir.
And once again, it looks like Pornhub is going to be shutting down anything in Florida now because we got hypocritical, religious, good-for-nothing assholes who want to tell me what's moral and immoral. And it just angers me. And if you can't be a good enough parent to monitor what your kid does on the fucking internet, maybe you shouldn't have kids. All right? I mean, I agree that if you have young children, yeah, there should be some protections. Make sure that they're not seeing, Billy buttfuck Judy up the ass as he learns how to donkey punch. I agree but they have age verification. They're doing nothing but, again, responsible adults wanting to be consensual, responsible adults and like sex and find a way to monetize having sex. And for crying out loud, without sex, none of us would fucking be here in the first place. How do you think we all got here? The stork? But I'm just sick of people who Woo! It's offensive to Jesus. Half you people wouldn't know Jesus Christ. If Jesus Christ came down here and sucked your dicks off, and then turned water into wine.
And that's a Christmas message for you right there. So. Hey, I'm just being snarky, man. That's all.
Yeah, I appreciate that because Christmas is his birth or something.
Yeah.
You know,
that was the first and last virgin birth on Earth. So, if you believe in that, so.
Oh yeah, but you know, once again, there's some missing pages in the Bible there that they don't exactly should explain exactly how that happened, but you know, this is the same dude that was able to feed like an entire village with just 2 loaves of bread and 2 fish, and he, you know, made the blind see, and you know, he got a small penises grow 5 sizes. And Jesus was the man, yo. Jesus is the original pimp of the world. And next Wednesday's his birthday. I'm still going to hell.
Hey.
I was just a good bit hanging out with that Valentine dude, that one episode of The Twilight Zone.
Yep.
What made you think this was heaven? This is the other place, you dumbass.
Well, now you got to think on what would your version of hell be in that version of the Twilight Zone? Like what things?
I have my own brothel, beautiful babes. I'd be winning ABNs.
Yeah.
Movies. You
And then you figure it out that it's all too easy.
Yeah. You know, such a great thing. But, Dave, where can the audience find you online, brother?
You can find me at Nemesis FC2 on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or X, whatever you want to call it, X, Twitter. So Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube as well. So look for a new show coming in the new year. I will be debuting NIM TV. So.
Oh, it's totally launching, eh?
Yep.
Oh, congratulations, bro. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Check that out.
Yeah. So I am finishing up, getting ready to do the new show, and I'm going to be hosting it on my site or my YouTube channel for sure, and then a couple other places as well. So I'm going to talk to Al about doing it on Comic Crusaders, and I might be on Madness Comics Network as well. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. And like I said, Space Monkeys is coming soon. I cannot wait. I know you're gonna launch that Kickstarter eventually.
Yeah.
And I'm already, like I said, we will eventually, when the time comes, we will talk. I would definitely buy a bunch of copies wholesale because I love the concept.
Yeah, and I've got, like I said, I got that coming. I've got new issue of Phoenix Throne I'm going to be working on, and I've got a new comic about where I grew up, and it's going to be a Latino superhero called Alario, and he's the Sombra de la Muerte, the Shadow of Death. So. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Yep. You know, like I said, in the new year, I have a new short movie coming out called Pizza Time.
Cool.
Or which I will have up on all the platforms. I also have a lap dance video coming out where I'm getting a lap dance to the DuckTales theme song.
All right. DuckTales.
That would be that may be the new intro for the podcast for this show. I'm not sure yet.
Was that at Flash Dancers by any chance?
It might be. I need to talk to management and pitch that to them. I do have a friend of mine who does a lot of independent work. She's was willing to get in the Daisy Duck costume and do the lap dance.
Right.
So got some cool things lined up for 2025. But I just want to wish everyone, who supported the show through the year. Thank you to everyone who's helped turn Awesome Sauce Radio from you, Dave, to Al, of course, to JV over on Tuesday nights, to anyone who's ever done an interview, to anyone who's ever given me a press pass. I turned 10 years old in 2025 with this, so thank you all for making a blind person's dreams come true with us. Couldn't ask for a better gig or a better life. So I just want to wish everyone a very merry, very happy, very blessed holiday season. And we're going to come back this Thursday of 2025, and we're going to kick ass and take names.
And dream about whatever color of feline you choose to. So
all that. Yep. Anyway, I didn't write the song.
Go back and watch the beginning of the show if you don't know what we're talking about, folks.
Yeah, watch the show from the beginning. But you can find me on Twitter at X, whatever the fuck we're calling it, at the Comic Pimp. Instagram at the Real Blind Adam. Minivids, Blind Adam. eBay, Blind Adam. Whatnot, Comic Pimp VIP. I think I'm gonna do a Whatnot, just to get used to being a Whatnot again sometime after Christmas. And I got some new things coming in the works. Remember, you don't decide to have a vision. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. Please go chase your dreams. You just might catch them. Love you all. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Blind Adam out.
Here we go.